The pursuit of excellence in the NHL is a relentless, unforgiving journey. And for the Montreal Canadiens, that journey is now entering a critical phase. The whispers of the Stanley Cup contention window opening are growing louder, and with that comes an intensified focus on every single piece of the puzzle. We've talked about the seismic shifts, the nuclear summers, the agonizing decisions regarding beloved players. But now, the spotlight turns to a specific, glaring need. A legitimate high-impact second-line center. And in a twist that would make even the most seasoned hockey fan gasp, a name has emerged from the most unlikely of places, Pavel Zacha of the Boston Bruins. This isn't just a rumor. It's a strategic proposition, a calculated risk that could redefine the very nature of our historic rivalry. The idea of acquiring a player from the Bruins, our sworn enemies, is almost sacrilegious. The animosity runs deep, etched into the very fabric of both franchises. Yet, in the cold, hard light of modern NHL management, sometimes the most unthinkable moves are the ones that make the most sense. And for the Canadiens, the need for an upgrade down the middle is paramount. Arpon Basu, a respected voice in the hockey world, has thrown Zacha's name into the ring, and the logic, however jarring, is compelling. A left-shot center, 29 years old, with 1 year left on his contract. These are the practical considerations that make him an attractive target. But it's his on-ice performance that truly elevates him from a mere possibility to a tantalizing prospect. Zacha just wrapped up a career-best season with the Bruins, tallying an impressive 30 goals, 35 assists, and 65 points in 78 games. This isn't a fluke. He's consistently produced, recording at least 57 points in 3 of his last 4 seasons. These are not just good numbers. These are second-line center numbers, the kind of production that could instantly transform our offensive attack. Imagine the impact. Nick Suzuki, our captain, our undisputed number 1 center, has carried an immense burden, often facing the toughest matchups night after night. While he thrives under pressure, the addition of a player like Zacha would instantly alleviate that load. It would create a legitimate 1-2 punch down the middle, forcing opposing coaches to make difficult decisions about how to deploy their defensive pairings. Suzuki could continue to dominate against top lines, while Zacha could exploit matchups against second-tier defenders, creating scoring opportunities and driving play. Furthermore, Zacha's skill set perfectly complements what the Canadiens need. He's strong in the face-off circle, a crucial aspect of possession and territorial advantage. He's capable of playing on both special teams, adding versatility and depth to our power play and penalty kill units. A left shot. He would provide balance to our forward group, allowing for more dynamic offensive zone entries and better puck distribution. His age, at 29, means he's in the prime of his career, ready to contribute immediately without the long development curve of a younger prospect. He's a proven commodity, a player who has demonstrated his ability to produce at a high level in the NHL. The Stanley Cup contender window is a phrase that ignites a fire in the belly of every Habs fan. We've endured the rebuild, the painful seasons, the agonizing decisions. Now, with a core of young talent maturing, with a goaltender like Carey Price, if healthy, or a promising young netminder in the pipeline, the time to strike is approaching. And to truly contend, you need depth down the middle. You need multiple centers who can drive play, score goals, and win crucial face-offs. Zacha fits that bill perfectly. But let's not gloss over the elephant in the room, the rivalry. The Canadiens and Bruins. It's more than just hockey. It's a cultural phenomenon, a clash of titans that transcend the boundaries of the rink. Trades between these two franchises are as rare as a solar eclipse, often met with outrage and disbelief from both fan bases. The last significant trade, involving Chris Nealon for Mike McPhee, happened decades ago. The emotional baggage is immense. However, in the modern NHL, general managers are increasingly willing to set aside historical animosities in pursuit of competitive advantage. Kent Hughes has shown a pragmatic, results-oriented approach to team building. If Zacha is truly available, and if the price is right, can we afford to let a historic rivalry dictate our strategic decisions? Can we allow sentiment to stand in the way of building a championship team? This is where the art of the deal comes into play. The Bruins, while a rival, are also a business. Zacha has 1 year left on his contract. If they believe they can't re-sign him, Or if they're looking to retool their own roster, he becomes a valuable trade chip. The Canadiens, with their stable of prospects and draft picks, could offer a package that is simply too good for Boston to refuse. Even if it means sending a talented player to their arch-rival, the acquisition of Zacha would not only address a critical need, but also send a powerful message to the league. The Canadiens are serious contenders. They are willing to make bold, unconventional moves to achieve their ultimate goal. It would inject a new level of excitement and expectation into the fan base, a tangible sign that the rebuild is truly bearing fruit. Consider the ripple effect. With Zacha as our second-line center, our third line could be strengthened, allowing for more balanced offensive production throughout the lineup. It will provide a safety net against injuries, a crucial consideration in the grueling NHL season. It would give our coaching staff more options, more flexibility, and more ways to exploit opposing defenses. The question isn't whether Zacha will be a good fit. The numbers and his skill set speak for themselves. The question is whether Ent Hughes has the audacity, the strategic vision, and the negotiating prowess to pull off such a monumental trade. Can he navigate the treacherous waters of a cross-rivalry deal, appease a passionate fan base, and ultimately deliver a player who can genuinely elevate this team to contender status? This is the kind of move that separates good GMs from great ones. It requires courage, conviction, and a willingness to challenge conventional wisdom. The Canadiens are at a pivotal moment, and the opportunity to acquire a proven, prime-age second-line center is rare. To pass on it simply because of a rivalry, however storied, might be a missed opportunity that could haunt us for years. So, Habs Nation, I ask you, is it time to put the rivalry aside for the sake of a Stanley Cup? Would you welcome Pavel Zacha, a former Bruin, to the Montreal Canadiens if it meant significantly upgrading our second-line center position? Is the potential reward worth the emotional cost of acquiring a player from our most hated rival? Let the debates begin. Let your voices be heard in the comments below. This is more than just a trade. It's a philosophical crossroads for the franchise. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned, because the NHL offseason is a relentless drama, and the Montreal Canadiens are always at the heart of it. We are in this together through every triumph and every challenge, because we are the Canadiens, and our pursuit of glory is unwavering. Go Habs, go!